Everyone, and welcome back to the Biz Wizards channel. My wife Kim and I are the Biz Wizards, and we help people create a secure retirement by helping you build a successful side hustle. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to turn your mistake into a valuable life lesson. So let's jump right into it. Have you ever found yourself saying, "Well, I'll never do that again," only to find yourself doing the exact same thing just a short time later? If so, you're not alone. It's likely all of us have repeated some of our mistakes at one time or another. Right here, I have. I plenty of times. But making the same mistakes over and over can be costly in more ways than one. Perhaps your team has lost faith in you because your behavior doesn't match your words. Or maybe your errors have cost you or somebody else a lot of money. The good news is you can take steps to learn from your mistakes. Then, instead of repeating those mistakes over and over, you're going to gain valuable wisdom that's going to help you make better decisions in the future and avoid mistakes. So, here are 5 ways to learn from your mistakes. Number one, and this is critical, acknowledge your errors. So often leaders say things like, "Well, I'm sorry you felt that way," or "It's unfortunate it didn't work out." But blaming other people or minimizing your responsibility isn't helpful to anyone. Before you can really learn from your mistakes, you have to fully accept responsibility for your role in the outcome. That can be uncomfortable sometimes, but until you can say, "Hey, you know what? I messed up and I'm sorry," you just aren't ready to change. Number two, ask yourself some tough questions. While you don't want to dwell on your mistakes, reflecting on them is absolutely necessary and productive. So ask yourself a few tough questions. What went wrong? What could I do better next time? What did I learn from this? Go ahead and write down your responses, and you'll see the situation even more clearly. Seeing your answers on paper can help you think more logically about an irrational or emotional experience. All right, number three, make a plan. Beating yourself up for your mistakes, again, it's not going to help you down the road. It's important to spend the bulk of your time thinking about how to do better in the future. Make a plan that's going to help you avoid making similar mistakes. So be as detailed as possible, but remain flexible in your plan because that plan is probably going to need to change at some point. It just is. Things happen. So whether you find an accountability partner or you track your progress on a calendar, find a way to hold yourself accountable. Keep in mind that what works for one person might not work with somebody else, so be open to your partner. Number four, make it harder to mess up. Don't depend on willpower alone to prevent you from taking an unhealthy shortcut or from giving into immediate gratification. Increase your chances of success by making it harder to mess up again. Willpower is just an ambiguous, non-specific entity. Certainly, desire for change is important, but the just do it approach has no strategy to follow either. You must make a strategy to follow to go along with your willpower and your want for change. Without a strategy for change, at some point, your willpower will weaken. You will then make an excuse for falling back into old habits. Excuses are just rationalizations for avoiding personal accountability and become yet another obstacle to change. Number five, create a list of reasons why you don't want to make the same mistake again. Sometimes it only takes one weak moment to indulge in something you shouldn't. Creating a list of all the reasons why you should stay on track and go towards your change could help you stay self-disciplined even during the toughest times and your weakest willpower. I personally dated a woman when I was younger. I knew she wasn't good for me, but I couldn't bring myself to break up with her. When she ended up taking all of my money, wrecked my credit, I finally broke up with her. But even after the breakup, I would still see and date her. I knew I needed to stop seeing her altogether, so I finally created a list of all the reasons why I needed to stop seeing her. I mean, she stole money from me. She used my identity. She wrecked my credit. We were just toxic together. I ended up laminating that list and taped it up several places around my apartment. Whenever I felt the temptation to call or go see her, I'd read the list, and that would definitely reinforce my willpower. So here are some final thoughts. Sometimes mistakes just aren't one big blunder. Instead, they're a series of little choices that led to the failure. So pay attention to your errors, no matter how big or how small they might seem, and recognize that each mistake can be an opportunity to build mental muscle and become better. So that's it for this YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found the video informative and truly helpful. If you did, please remember to give it a great big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Again, we are the Biz Wizards and we have a Facebook group called FIRE, which stands for Financial Independence Retire Early. Sounds good, right? Come join us and do it yourself. Also, find our weekly blog at thebizwizards.com. We'd like you to join both. All of our content is posted to help you start your side hustle and get you to financial freedom. So take care and be safe. Thank you.